Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Resonance Solstice video. I hope you guys have been enjoying the game thus far. Today's video I want to talk a little bit more about gears or equipments because that's going to be the bread and butter of your character and of your team, right? As you can see right now, if you guys are not aware, these are going to be what you're going to need to equip on your characters. And I noticed there's going to be like a variety of different methods of obtaining gears. So hopefully in this video I'll be able to briefly talk about all the various methods that you can to be able to power up your character. By the way, this is Nicola. I managed to get her up to fully resonance right now. Alright, very expensive. It cost me a lot of resources, so I will slowly do that for all the other characters. But currently resonance 5, I have Nicola and Arena on the highest level so far. I just reached level 40. So let's first talk about the main method that you can obtain gears, and that is going to be from your dailies. Alright, if you guys are not aware, for the dailies, you basically got to reach to the 400 points right here. Once you reach here, you have this particular thing that you can obtain, right? So what is this thing? This is the Voyage Gear Box. This is going to be one of the few consistent methods that you are going to be able to obtain gears, right? Every single day, you're going to come here. As you can see, it is going to be a little bit RNG to obtain what you want. There's a chance to get SSR weapons, alright? So there's also a chance to get SR weapons, and there's also a chance to get R weapons right here, as you can see. So it's not a selector, so it's going to be random. However, this is something that you can basically obtain every single day. So make sure you guys are aware of that, and make sure you guys are doing your dailies at least up to that point, right? Ideally, you want to do every single thing, but once you have done that, you can come to this particular square right here. So this particular, you can click this inventory, and then you can come here and open these things up. Alright, as you can see, I will open it right now and show it to you guys. What am I going to get? Oh, so I managed to get this particular one. This is an SSR Stellar Amber. Alright, so this one, Nova and Elemental Nova and Supernova deals 20% more damage. Too bad I'm not really running a Nova team, but that sounds fun. Alright, that's a lot more damage than it should, but that's going to be one of the few consistent methods. Now, another method for you is to basically use your stamina right here. Alright, if you guys are not aware, in the combat section, there is going to be this thing called the Operation Blade, Special Supply, and Crime Hunt. Alright, so Special Supply and Crime Hunt, you can see the word equipment right here. This is something that you can do every single day. Alright, so Special Supply is going to be a daily thing, as you can see right here. This is going to be a 3 out of 3. You can do this 3 times per day. And Crime Hunt, this is going to be a weekly thing that you can do, 3 times per day. So Blind Box for the Crime Hunt, this one you are going to be able to obtain the same thing, but you can see right now the Universal Fate Gear Box. This is even better because there's no SR or R gears right here. So ideally, that's why they are limiting this to weekly. So make sure you guys are doing this. It is going to consume 40 stamina, but it's going to be worth it, right? Because you are going to get a guaranteed SSR. And then for the Special Supply, you have to fight these special bosses that appears on certain days. As you can see, the Chaos boss is available today. In this particular box, there's going to be a certain specific gears, right? And then for the standard, this particular guy right here, he only appears on Monday and Sunday. Tuesday and Sunday is going to be a Salvation boss. Now, a lot of these enemies, all of them will appear on Sunday, right? Sunday is where you can fight all of them. So you want to farm gears and focus on farming a specific one, depending on which particular one you're trying to aim for. Like for me right now, I'm trying to see if I can focus more on the cutting edge boss, because this one has the weapon that I want for my Nicola, which is this particular weapon right here, which improves electro damage. Alright, I'm trying to build a stronger electro team. Ideally, the Spectral Breaker is what I'm aiming for. So that's going to be something that's very important. Hopefully, that's going to be how it is. So we're going to jump into this. I'm going to show you guys. There's going to be difficulty 1, difficulty 2, and you unlock more as time goes, and the stage can be quite challenging. I don't have enough clarity, but I will replenish it with my Cactus Lollipop right here. So we're going to jump into it. And this is going to be the team right here, alright? So I have the Electro team. Again, Nicola is going to be the main DPS, and this works really well if she's the leader, alright? So if Nicola is going to be the leader, then you are going to be able to use this particular skill more often. Now this one, by default, if you don't set her as a leader, 8 cost is just too expensive. Alright, I got 2 tanks right here, which is Arena and Rina Von right here. And then we got Fenya and Yedre to basically boost the electric damage, right? I might need to manual this depending on how it is, but this is going to be a very challenging one. The enemies might be they can do quite a lot of damage. So let me disable auto. I'm going to focus on throwing in. Oh crap. So let's activate Nicola's skill so you guys can see right here. This is going to be what it is. We're going to do a lot of damage right there, right? Use the skill 2 for now. Okay. So I'm going to wait for a little bit. I'm going to use the stun. Okay, so I managed to get the heal. So I'll try to heal Rina Von right there. Get that a little bit. Throw the lightning ball out. Okay, and then use the block. Wait for a little bit. Okay, 2 cores for this. Okay, nice. I'm gonna grab more heal. Focus on the healing. It's okay, it's okay. So I'm saving my Nicola skill for the next wave. Oh man. This boss, I mean this minion does so much damage. Okay, so now I can activate it for this turnaround, right? Look at this, look at this. Okay. Just gonna do this for now. We are getting bubbles everywhere. Grand's shield. Do I want the shield right now? I want the shield right now. Okay, give me the shield. Okay, the last one. This is going to be the last boss. This is going to be very, very scary. Get the shield. Okay, everybody has the shield. I'm gonna heal character in the middle. Okay. Nicola again. Nicola power. Lightning ball. Okay. So Nicola is throwing out as much as we can. So at this point I'm going to focus on spamming the skill. Oh no, we're gonna get frozen. Ah, crap. This is going to be a tough one. Very, very challenging battle. But I think we can do this. Just gotta... Okay, one more by Nicola. Whew! Nicola carries this particular battle for me. Oh my god, that was intense. Alright, so that is almost 4 million damage right there. Wow. And guess what? Look at this. All the battle... 4.3 million. Every single damage is by Nicola. So she's literally the one doing most of the damage. That's insane. But yeah, Arena is the one that's tanking as well. So Nicola and Arena, obviously, they're helping me a ton in this particular team. As you can see, right now I didn't manage to get much gears. I got this Revival 8 right here, level 1. Okay, stun and sleep effects. Okay, 1 second shorter, decent, and I got an N-ray gun. Okay, that one is whatever, right? So I managed to get 2 gears, not the high rarity ones. But you know what? That's what it is. If the Chaos difficulty 2 is too difficult, then you can consider doing the first one. But ideally, you want to try your best to try to get some of these gears, right? Because again, this is going to be one of the more consistent methods to farm gears. But the weekly one is the one that you don't want to miss out on, alright? Because this one is also going to be very, very good. Alongside with all of these methods to obtain gears, where else can you get gears, right? In every city, there's this thing called the reputation level. You can increase the reputation level later on, alright? So again, I'm not sure if you guys have already reached the high level, but level 10 onwards, you can start seeing some of these boxes will be given out to you, alright? So again, this is not guaranteed, alright? It's going to be 20% chance for SSR quality gear. It's still going to be something that you can try to work towards, and you are going to get plenty of this. A lot of the cities will even give you a, you can see a UR gear right here, right? So this one is going to be for when you use leader skill, enables the next purple card to deal 50% more damage. So there are some that will give you UR gears. As far as I know, every level 15 you will be able to obtain UR gears right there specifically. But quite a lot of gears right here to be obtained. So make sure you guys check and try to do the quest that's going to be specific to the particular city. So make sure you guys check, right? So one more is going to be in the rest area. This one is going to be more RNG reliant, so it's not going to be consistent. But in the NC shop, alright, so I'm sure you guys are aware of this shop by now. This is going to be something that you are going to visit every single day to buy the Chaos Stone, right? But have you guys checked this particular section right here? Alright, the HQ shop is going to be where you're actually at. But if you go to the local shop right here, you can see sometimes there will be gears right here as well. So make sure you guys are checking, because some of these gears can easily give you some of the better items. I'm going to buy that. That one is very, very good. Oh, look at that. Feng Shui Tactical Drone. I got really lucky right now. For every 8 cards used, increase attack or defense by 2%, and this is going to be up to maximum of 50. That is pretty good, I would say, right? So this one is, it is a little bit expensive if you think about it, but this is an SSR gear right here, so I will definitely need to buy this. Of course, I'm pretty lucky because I have plenty of gold coins. I've been doing a lot of trading, but you know, make sure you guys stack up as much gold coins as you can in case you get some of these. Manda's gearbox, there's a 10% chance to get an SSR gear right here. So let me see if I can get, I think I'm just gonna get an R gear, right? Okay, so I got this particular one, so not too bad right there, right? Now, speaking of which, the BCRL agency also, you can see right here, they are going to be the eviction that you can do to basically increase your reputation level. So make sure you guys try to get 100% of all of these. You can see some of these, you know, there's a chance that they might drop some of these gearboxes, and some of the lower rarity ones, you can easily use them early on. But make sure you guys also check the bounties. So this is going to be something that you can do in every single city. The bounties is going to be something that resets every single day. You can see refresh at 5 o'clock, right? You are going to get to do this in every single city. So make sure you guys check the bounties, and this is going to give you plenty of rewards, not just for the gearboxes, right? There's going to be chance to get some of these, but also you are going to get some of these materials to basically build your characters up, right? So very, very important. So I'm going to jump into this and try to defeat this particular one. Okay, let's see if I get anything good from this. So this is going to be drone card deals 20% more damage. Okay, we'll take that, right? So that's going to be something that we can use as well. So if you want to, you can also do extra tries. Right here, you can see there's this button that you can basically, if you have this thing called a task commission, you can basically refresh and try to do more, you know, more tries to basically obtain more gear. So that's something that you can also consider doing. Now, speaking of which, then there's also the event shop. Alright, so if you guys are not aware, there's the event shop, the Black Tea War. So there are going to be multiple different gears right there that you can obtain. Now, obviously, it's going to be a little bit expensive, and I get it. Early on, you might want to consider getting the important stuff first, depending on how you look at it. But some of the gears there, you know, they could be worth it in the long run. So even if you miss out on this particular event, try to look out for future events. There'll be plenty of events that will have the event shop, and if they have gears in the shop, you want to consider getting them. So another method is to travel in the city, alright, so or between cities, and try to find for these things right here. So can you guys see there's this pollution index right here? Occasionally these are going to be something that you can consider doing. So these purple areas, this one is going to have a high chance of dropping gears as well. So let me go right there. I will show you guys how it looks like, right? Okay, so we can try to stop in front of here. So I'll try to brake right here. So you can see right here, this thing right here, right? This purple thing. This is going to be something that you can just fight. Alright, so let me click on this. You can see engage. This is going to be an anomaly that you can you need clarity to do this, by the way. So I'm going to refresh a little bit just to get my 20 clarity. And you can see right here, this one is like level 33. I'm level 40 right now, so shouldn't be too difficult, but there's going to be 3 waves as well, right? Now, depending on what's your level, this may or may not be worth it. I think super early on, because this is going to consume your stamina. Alright, you're going to use that stamina, 20 stamina to fight these things. Early on, you're going to need stamina for plenty of things, right? You want to build your reputation in cities, you want to do the BCRL quests and stuff. So maybe you want to focus on that first. I'm guessing you can start doing this once you reach like the mid to late game. Once you're level 40, level 50, then you can start, you know, fighting these things in the map. So you will be able to occasionally find them on the map. Okay, so let's see if I got anything good this time around. Hopefully I get something at least. Okay, I did get 1 purple gears right here. Alright, killing an enemy restores 0.4 cost. This one is quite good actually. This one, the kinetic recycler. Of course, if you are not too sure, you can always check in this particular section right here in the archive. So this is going to basically in the equipment section, right? So there's plenty of other equipments that you know, I've yet to obtain. But if you're trying to farm a specific one, let's say you want the spectral breaker, right? This one is for the electro damage. You can click on sources right here. This button will tell you where you can get them from. Alright, so all of these Freeport 7 bounty quests, Night Chain shop, alright, and all of these places. So all in all, right now this is going to be something that I think the focus is going to be for, especially if you're you're not trying to move into endgame. Now, one thing to note is, of course, ideally for most weapons, you want to match the character's requirements, right? For example, if your character deals physical damage, then something like this, right, deals 15% more physical damage is going to be nice for the character. But one that I've noticed that's very, very universal is going to be this particular one, the Viscera Collector MK. So make sure you guys get as many of these because this one can stack. Alright, you can basically have multiple characters that use this particular skill. Every time you use leader skill, it's going to give you 0.4 cost. So if in a team of 5, you can have at least 3 characters that equips this, and it is going to give you quite a lot of tangible benefit, especially on your tank or on your support characters where they don't really need to do that much damage. Then this is going to be something that's universal, right? So yeah, that's going to be it for this particular video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a like, and big shout out to Resonance Solstice for sponsoring today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, have a nice day, goodbye.